What is up, everyone? I'm back at it again. I'm doing another recording. Don't know really what to say right now. Put my first video up on YouTube yesterday, a couple of days later than I said I would in the video, but I got it up there. Yeah, pretty proud of myself for putting that up. It's not, you know, I'm not the person who, as much as it may seem it when I'm competing, I'm not the person who likes the limelight too much. So putting myself out there for, you know, maybe 30 odd people to watch, because that's probably the amount of views I'm going to get on the video. But putting myself out there for people to watch is a little bit scary. So yeah, I'm really proud of myself for getting it up there, so it's cool. So yeah, I'm on my way to the gym. Pretty excited for today. You'll be joining me on a deadlift day. Deadlift is my favourite exercise. By a mile, it's not even close. It is the thing that I'm best at, so I really enjoy it. And especially when it's for reps, but I do have a competition coming up in I think like 4 weeks, which I still need to book my flights and accommodation for, because I'm a little bit lazy sometimes, a little bit slow. Yeah, it's a max deadlift competition with like the log, deadlift and stone, all maxes. 3 attempts like a powerlifting competition, I believe. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, so you're joining me on deadlift day today. I am going to likely work up to a heavy single. I mean, I would like it to be 350 kg today. Whether it'll be that or not is another question. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty energetic today. Feeling happy, feeling healthy, so that's good. It's a good position to be in. We'll see when I get there though. I might get to the gym and everything's moving really slowly, and I might just go, we'll keep it easier today. But yeah, I do feel pretty good. Yeah, so I'll be doing deadlifts. I'll be doing just basically 3 singles. So I'll look at doing probably like 300, 325, and then 350. But if 325 moves slowly, I'll just go like 340-ish and see how that moves. Last week I did 300, 320, 340, and it was successful in all of them, and they all felt pretty good. The 340 was a little slow, but nothing to complain about. Like I was pretty happy with it still. Yeah, I was really happy with that session last week actually. Now I think about it. And then after deadlifts today, so I'll do my 3 singles. I'm probably going to look at doing a couple of back off triples, just to get the rep work in. And then I'm going to look at either doing, someone just crossing the centre line as they're driving towards me. That's a little bit terrifying. So I'm going to look at doing either frame carry afterwards, because I've been really hitting frame carry quite hard in the last couple of months, just as I really try and improve my grip. Or I'll look at doing some like heavy sandbag shuttles, or both. Depends on how the body feels when I'm there and how we get through the workout. Yeah, I don't really know what to talk about today, to be honest. Yeah, talk about kind of what I'm trying to achieve with my life at the moment. Well, at least with the gym stuff and all that. We won't talk about work because that's another story for another day. Absolutely love my job, so that's always a good thing to have, is loving your job. Absolutely love helping people in the way I help them, which is really nice. But yeah, what I'm trying to achieve with the gym at the moment is I'm still trying to maintain strength while I cut down. So I was, what are we now? November 12th. It is November 12th, by the way. Christmas is just around the corner. Lots of fun. And yeah, I'm trying to just cut down at the moment. So I think about 3 months ago, what are we, November, so October, September, August, yeah, about that. I was mid 140, so about 144 to 145 kilo body weight. And then yeah, I went through a little bit of stress trying to peak for nationals, and then I went through some stress with life stuff, so kind of ended up dropping quite a bit of body weight quite quickly, and just, you know, most likely water loss and and probably a bit of muscle mass loss as well. And then thought to myself, oh, you've lost a little bit of weight, I really try and lose some more. So I've been focusing on my health a little bit more than I normally would with being a strongman. A lot more cardio and just a lot more cardio actually. I go for a half an hour walk every single evening, and I've been going for runs on Monday and Thursday mornings before I head off for work. Not a very long run, maybe 15 minutes, but that's normally good enough for me. And I'm actually thinking of getting back into a little bit of swimming. I used to swim when I was younger and enjoyed it. And I say when I'm younger, I mean like when I was a kid. And I would like to get back into swimming because it's a very good recovery tool and a good cardio tool as well. My focus on the moment is my health. I'm about 134 kg at the moment. So I've dropped, 10 odd kg in the last 3 months. Most of that, half of that's probably from stress, and the rest of that's just, I've been cutting and eating healthier and, actually focusing on the weight loss section of weight loss rather than just eating like shit and hoping the weight will come off. My goal is probably get down to 122 kg, I think. Somewhere between 122 and 125 would be good. Just to try and lean up a bit. And we'll see when I get there. I might decide to keep going. I have had this fascinating idea for a couple of years now of cutting down and trying to do a bodybuilding show. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see when I get down to the low 120s as to whether I want to keep going or not. That's what I'm focused on at the moment. I'm focused on my health. Trying to get everything better in range, like health markers through blood tests in better ranges, which I say that it's not like my health was anything crazy when it came to blood tests. Like my health is actually pretty good. The one thing was my blood pressure has been a little bit high over the last probably 12 months. I have a blood pressure cuff that I use at home just to kind of monitor this, and it has been high a few times recently, which isn't exactly good. Not good for your health, not good for your heart. So that's what I'm really, really heavily working on that at the moment. And then once I've gotten down to those 120s ranges, if I decide I'm going to try and keep doing the strongman thing and keep trying to push myself and maybe make it to like a low-level international competition, which at my strongest I was more than strong enough to compete at a low-level international, even maybe like a moderate-level international. I just didn't have the money to go and compete internationally, and don't have sponsors or anything like that to be able to pay for me to go and travel to competitions. Wouldn't that be nice, having a couple of sponsors to pay for me to fly over to wherever? Oh, sirens, where's that coming from? Oh, great. I think I'm about to have a fire engine come up behind me, so I might have to pull over. He's struggling to get through lights because for some reason in New Zealand people are really, really bad at moving out of the way for emergency services. Like incredibly bad at it. So I'm going to pull over and let this fire engine go past me. Okay, this happened in my first video where I had the police going opposite way to me, so just getting lucky having the emergency services crews just all around me. It's very nice. Nice to know that they're out there saving lives and trying to help people. It's cool. Just trying to decide what I really want to do when I get down to that body weight, whether I bulk back up and get back into those mid 140s, hopefully with a bit more muscle mass this time, and a little bit less fat mass, because I would like to be a lot stronger, and to do that more muscle mass is going to help. That's kind of where I'm at in life at the moment, just focusing on my health and focusing on feeling a little bit better about myself, because at one point there I was kind of I've always been very critical of the way I look, which is not a nice way to be. It's not a nice way to look at yourself and go, oh, you're fat or you're ugly or anything. But I'm just always been very critical of myself as a person, especially when it comes to how I look. So yeah, I just want to feel a little bit better about how I look, and then maybe I'll go, you know what, time to get back into strongman, time to start smashing it again, time to do the bulky boy season and get back into some real heavy strength training. I am at the gym now. I am looking forward to deadlifts. I always look forward to deadlifts because it is by far the best exercise that you can do in the gym. Hopefully the gym is reasonably quiet in the area I'm working out, because it is 6:35, so you hope many people aren't at the gym at this time of night, but this is a reasonably busy gym. So yeah, this gym's pretty cool, by the way. I work out at Zenith Fitness on Tremaine Avenue in Palmerston North. It is a pretty big gym. It's got kind of 3 buildings, I guess. One is like their heavy area, which is plate loading machines, heavier dumbbells up to I think 60 kilos, and squat racks and deadlift platforms. And they've got a group fitness room upstairs in there as well. Next building over is their cardio area and light zone. So they've still got squat racks in the light zone, but they've got wider dumbbells, pin loaded machines, and all the machines are actually quite nice to use, and I use the majority of them when I'm in here working out. And in that area as well, there is a group fitness studio, like a downstairs one, but I don't know if they actually use it for group fitness because I never see any classes going on there. It's mostly just people stretching, warming up for their workouts. And then they've got this humongous boxing area. The owners run Snapback Gym, which is a very cool initiative they do with mostly with youth, but with people that want to change their lives, and people that are maybe at risk from at-risk youth, people that are going through traumatic situations that need positivity in their lives and to lead them away from gangs and drugs and fast money and all that. So I absolutely love the fact that they run this boxing gym, and they do help a lot of young people, especially. Got to remember those young people, those youth, they're our future. We need to look after them. And then in front of the boxing gym is this, technically it's a group fitness studio. It's kind of set out like a CrossFit gym, I guess. It's got 3 squat racks along the wall, a bunch of cardio machines like ski ergs and assault bikes and spin bikes. It's got a bunch of the old dumbbells from the other side of the gym that they've replaced because they've become damaged or whatever else. And then it's got this really cool area that's just a bunch of strongman equipment all stacked up in the corner. One of the personal trainers here is Mel Power. She is a master strongman. She owns the majority of the equipment, and you pay a small fee to her and you get to use the equipment. And a few things in there are mine as well, a few things I own, because I needed some heavier sandbags and some heavier stuff for me to be able to use. It's a really cool area. Normally that area of the gym is completely empty when I'm there working out, or there is like 1 or 2 other people, so I'm able to record videos pretty easily and not feel awkward looking like I'm talking to myself, because I don't like looking like I'm talking to myself, because I don't want to look like a crazy person, because it's not a nice feeling to think that everyone thinks you're crazy. So I'm gonna head in there. I'll see you guys in there after I've done my general movement prep warm-up. So I'll do that first, and then I'll be into deadlifts. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Take one guess as to where I am, and a second guess as to what I'm doing today. I'm so happy it's deadlift day. Easily my favourite day of the week. Going heavy today. Well, we'll see. So goal is 3 singles, probably like 300, 325, 350 if things go well. Somewhere in that range at least. We'll see how we get on today. I'm looking forward to it. So I finished all my stretching and warm-ups and mobility routine. So get onto the bar now and start lifting some weights. This is 120 kilos. So for anybody who doesn't go to the gym regularly, This is a 20 kg deadlift bar. And the reason I say deadlift bar is because what happens is it's slightly thinner, so it bends more when the weights are heavy. And these are 50 kilo plates. If anybody has someone they know in their life that has a pair of 50 kilo plates that they would like to sell me for like $400, that would be very nice. That would make it a lot easier than me having to drag through all the 20 kilo plates from the other side of the gym. Yeah, let's do some warm-ups with this. Right, up another 40 kilos, so this is 160. I don't know if I'm really scary or something, but I've just had like 3 or 4 different people walk in here, see me, turn around and walk out. Don't know how I could be scary with a hat that has ducks on it, but whatever. They maybe just see the magnificent weights being lifted and they go, oh, I can't work out around that. So whatever it is, I welcome people coming in here to work out with me. Alright, what is up? Yeah, just as I said, I'm scaring people away. People came in here to work out next to me, so it's a bit awkward. Don't like seeming like I'm the guy who's talking to himself. But there are people in here working out with me at the moment, which is cool. I just did 200 kilos for a pretty easy single. There's 240 on there now. Yeah, I feel a little bit awkward talking about my lifts when there's other people in there, especially when it's people I don't know. But we'll get through it. We'll have a good workout. So yeah, 240 next. So I'll put the belt on and grab my lifting straps because I can't double overhand that, and much rather just put the belt on, save my lower back. Let's get it. Come on, nice and easy, let's go. Fire it up. Right, we are at the first single of 3, so we're at 300 kilos now. So yeah, 280 felt very easy, but my hamstrings feel absolutely fried today. Probably shouldn't have played, kicked the football around yesterday for like half an hour. Not exactly good for your hamstrings. But we're going to smash out 300 and 325 and we'll see how we go. Come on. Yep. Alright, I'm just at 325 now. But yeah, 300 not feel as good as I was expecting it to. For how fast 280 moved. But I'm just thinking a little bit more energy, a little bit more want it, gotta want it. So I'll smash this out, see how it feels, and we'll go up from there. So let's get it done, let's go. Come on, make it fast this time. Let's go. Come on, baby, 350, let's get it done. fuck this shit up, let's go, baby. Make it easy. Oh, you gotta want it, baby, you gotta want it. Come on, let's get it done. Oh yeah, let's go. Come on, baby, come show out, let's get it done. Yep. Oh. Come on, show me who you are, let's go, baby. Yep. Alright, I've put the weight down now, so I'm just going to do probably one back off set of 3 reps at 280. Hamstrings just feel a little bit fried, and I do want to do some other stuff in this workout. I've decided to do sandbag shuttles, so it'll be a bit easier on the old hamstrings than running with heavy frame. Yeah, I'm pretty ecstatic with that, to be honest with you. Yeah, during warm-ups I could definitely feel that my hamstrings are a little bit fatigued. Yeah, playing or kicking a football around with my mates for 20-25 minutes was not the one for not being fatigued, but that's right. Gotta get out there and gotta be social, and you gotta, you know, build yourself a family. So you've got people around you when you're not feeling good. So yeah, we'll do 280 for a triple, and we'll move on to some sandbags. You can tell how tired I am. I'm just not pronouncing words at all. But yeah, we'll get it done. It's just 280, so I should be really comfortable for 3 reps. Although I say that, it might be really hard, but we'll get it done. Still rip your hair apart. Baby mama, let's get this kid. Come on, let's get it done. That was pretty comfortable, but also a lot harder than I was expecting it to be. Yeah, it's not easy to deadlift when your hamstrings are really fatigued, but live and learn, right? Yeah, looking forward to moving on some sandbags. So during my rest period between the last set of deadlifts and this one, I moved the sandbag in a position just so I can kind of move into it easily. Yeah, stay active during your rest period kind of deal. So yeah. I got to strip all the plates off. I got to ship all the 20 kilo plates back across the other side of the gym because they don't belong in this section of the gym. All they have in here is the bumper plates at the back, and it's not going to help me because there's 350 kilos on there at the end of the bar. So yeah, super happy with that. That's a good deadlift session. Yeah, we're on with some sandbag shuttles. Alright, I'm just moving on to some sandbag shuttles. So I think the plan for today is, this is like 120 kilos, which is actually pretty heavy. This is the first time doing heavy shuttles in a while. So my goal is to do, I think this is about 12 meters, so 12 meter carry, 12 meter jog, 12 meter sprint, 12 meter carry, and that'll be one set. Mostly focusing on the carry. I'm a little bit worried because I know my cardio is good with the lighter bags, but I don't know how good my cardio is going to be with the heavier bags. So we'll just try and bang through one set and see how it feels first, and then we'll try to do a couple more, see how we get going. So let's go. I'm actually really happy with that. Of what easy I was expecting it to be, especially that second pick up with the sandbag. So as I said, I was expecting it to be a lot harder on the body and the cardio, so yeah, pretty good. Starting to breathe heavy now, but no, that was a good set. I'm really happy with that. Alright, I'm on to set 2 now. I am sweating like a sunman after the first set, and I was quite surprised how much I'm sweating, but get done, same again. Carry, jog, sprint, carry. Let's go. Right. God, that set was a little harder. I pushed it a lot harder that time. I was moving as fast as, well, not as fast as I can, but considerably faster with the sandbag. And actually put effort into the sprint portion of that. A little more tiring, but still good. Happy as with that. And we're going to do one more set. Right, this is going to be my last set. Fucking lower back is starting to stiffen up, so I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm going to try and send it and just go as fast as I possibly can, including the jog and sprint. I'm just going to try and sprint, see how fast I can get this entire thing done. But yeah, back's pretty stiff, so I'm worried I won't actually be able to do very well, but let's get it done. Come on, let's go, baby. Go. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah, ecstatic with that. Holy shit. Didn't think I'd be able to move that fast throughout the entire thing. That was good. Almost vomited right there, but it's not an indication of how hard it is. I have this issue with vomiting where when I start breathing too heavy, I feel like I'm going to vomit. It's been happening to me for the last probably 1.5 to 2 years. Probably linked to anxiety or something, but I don't know. Yeah, happy with that. And now I'm going to use the trolley down there to put the sandbag back on the other side of the gym because I'm not carrying it again. God, that was good. Alright, I am coming to the end of the workout. So yeah, pretty happy with those sandbag runs. They were a lot better than I was expecting, especially with 120 kilo bag, which is 264 pounds, reasonably heavy. So I'm just going to finish off with some one motion sandbag over shoulder. So basically trying to pick it up from the floor all the way over my shoulder, and I'm going to try and alternate sides as well. It's going to do, it's only 60 kilos, it's not super heavy, so I'm hoping I can do maybe 10 5 per side alternating, but we'll see how we get on with the cardio on this. That should be easy. It's only 60 kilos. I won't be able to have the microphone on when I do this because I don't want to crush it with the sandbag. So it'll just be, maybe some music playing over top of this or something. What is up? I am just on my way home after what was I think a pretty successful workout. Pretty happy to deadlift 350 kilos. I'm 10 kilos down on where I was when I deadlifted 385. 10 kilos body weight down. I weighed myself at the end there, and I was 133.6 with all my clothes on and shoes on. So probably 134 first thing in the morning. I don't have my scales out at home, so I can't actually weigh myself first thing. Yeah, pretty happy with that. 35 kilos down on my best ever raw deadlift, but 10 kilos less body weight, and I haven't really peaked overly well for this competition. A little bit insight into my kind of training at the moment. I'm just kind of going with the flow. I'm not following a program. I got what I want to do in my head program wise. Leading the competition, I started off with a bunch of sets of 5, and I think I maxed out at 320 for 5 reps, which wasn't, it was sub-maximal. I probably had 2 more reps, I reckon. But traditionally I've always been better at reps than I have been at a single 1 rep max. So I can rep pretty close to what is my max deadlift. I did 5s, and then I was going to drop down to 3s and then 1s, but then I realised that, especially after I had an entire week off a couple of weeks ago, just wasn't in a great space mentally that week, and I was just take the week off, focus on a couple of things that you really enjoy, a little bit of gaming and a little bit of YouTube, some movies, and just catching up with my family as well. So I had to shift focus for a week just to kind of get myself back to my center, I guess. Ensure that the world wasn't just falling down around me kind of deal, right? And now that I'm back into it, I realise, I'm only 5 weeks away from my competition, and I've been doing 8s and 5s for, basically since nationals. I've been doing sets of 8 and 5 on deadlift. So I went, I need to start doing some singles, so I need to start getting used to that ability to do a 1 rep and make it look good. Because especially when I'm doing reps and training, my second rep will always look a lot faster, a lot more powerful, and a lot better technically than my first rep. So I've got to focus on singles to not get into that habit of not being able to do a heavy single, but then probably being able to do a second rep on it. So at 350 today, it was hard, but it wasn't, I wouldn't say it was maximal. I mean, in the video it looks pretty hard, but the way it felt, I probably could have done, I think I definitely had a second rep. I definitely had a double. I probably just had a double, which is not bad. My best ever is 352 kilos for I think it was 3 reps. I think it was 3 reps or 4 reps. It was one of those two. So I don't actually feel like I'm that far off of that. Yeah, so my training is just kind of going with the flow at the moment. Not following any particular program, and that's just because I wanted to. What's the best way to put this? I don't actually know how to put this, to be honest with you. I wanted to just go to the gym and train things that I enjoy while also still doing the movements that I need to do to still be a decent strongman, semi-decent or amateur or whatever you want to call me. So going in there and doing a bit more bodybuilding work, focusing on a lot more core work and a lot more stretching. I've been stretching a lot more, especially at the start of my workouts and a little bit at the end, and I've been doing core work. So I've been doing obliques at the start of the workout as part of my warm-up routine, and then I've been doing just my erector, like abdominals, rectus abdominis. God, I studied this stuff at university now, I can't even remember the muscle names. Brilliant. But yeah, just training the abs at the very end of the workout. So at the end of that workout, which you'll be able to see in the video, I was just doing lying on the ground, leg raises, and getting my hips off the ground as well to get that last little bit of kind of tension. Yeah, good workout in general. Yeah, at the moment I'm training Mondays. I'm doing log, strict axle out of the rack, and I will possibly do some dumbbell in those workouts, just because my monster dumbbell technique leaves a lot to be desired, because it's actually just not a good event for me. It hasn't been a good event for me for a couple of years. I had some elbow tendonitis issues, and from that my technique just fell to bits and I haven't been able to get it back. Every now and then there'll be one rep I'm like, yeah, perfect, and then next rep it's like completely different. I can't figure out why. And then normally Tuesdays I would do my deadlift workout, and then either frame or sandbags, and then just some general back work, or I'll do like muscle snatches or something along those lines. I did that workout today, so I did that workout. So for this week, Tuesday I went and played, I went and helped a bunch of my work colleagues do this social football club, where they go and play other teams socially, and kind of went along as, that whānau building, that family building, a bunch of us all chatting, having fun. I don't actually play in the games, I just go along and I kind of kick a ball around, hang out, chat, do a bit of a warm-up with them, and then cheer them on from the sidelines. And they keep on asking me to get on the field and play, because I'll say this, I never played football, soccer, whatever you want to call it. I never played it growing up. I would kick a ball around with my friends at their places, because most of them played. And I think I went out for one football team at one point and just trialed, didn't enjoy it. I'm never doing this again. But having been in sports for so long, you pick up things quite quickly. I've played every sport now. I practice for pretty much every sport. Even football. I kicked the ball around with my friends growing up, and we'd have crossbar challenges and fun stuff. So I could pick up sports pretty easily, just by doing it and watching others as well. But yeah, they keep asking me to get on the field and play, and I'm just like, I don't know, that's a good idea. It's a social football club for starters, social football league. I'm an incredibly competitive person, and I really don't like losing. I'm a bit better now than I used to be. I don't want to see other people get hurt because I'm so competitive. But the issue with team sports for me is, because I am so competitive, I want to win, and I'm a very, very big, I'm 134 kilos, I'm a big guy, and I'd be very worried that someone might run into me and get knocked on their ass and get hurt. So yeah, it's a big reason why I don't play team sports is because I don't want to hurt someone. I don't want to directly hurt someone. It's just, yeah, not my idea of fun. But yeah, my training will be, the overhead session on Mondays. I'm actually going to make the social football league thing a part of my week, just because it's good and it's fun. So I'll go to that on Tuesdays. Wednesdays I'm going to do the deadlift back workout that I've just done. So deadlifts followed by either sandbag or frame carry. And I just went around the corner and didn't indicate. New Zealand police, if you are watching this video, I definitely indicated going around that corner. Sorry. Yeah, and then Thursdays I'm going to look at doing an upper body session, so I'll do some bench press. This will be like more my bodybuilder, muscular hypertrophy work. So like bench press, some machine shoulder press. There's a really nice plate loaded shoulder press at Zenith, which I quite like using. So use that, and then just some other general chest and shoulders stuff. And then Fridays will be my squats and leg workout, and then Saturdays will be my I'll do rows and a back workout. I've actually changed that up. A couple of weeks ago it was just straight strongman presses, deadlift, squat, and then hypertrophy upper push, hypertrophy upper pull, and then hypertrophy legs, 6 days. But I've realized I can't do that because I've just finished this deadlift and sandbag workout, and my glutes are on fire right now just from sitting here and driving, just because it was especially the sandbag carries, they really get your glutes and your hamstrings. And then the finisher I did there with the sandbag over shoulder, even though it was really light, I was putting a lot of power into trying to actually get the sandbag to not even touch my shoulder and just go flying straight over me. So yeah, my glutes are got a good old pump going on right now, which is always fun. So yeah, just change things up a little bit, and try and be a little bit more social with my work colleagues and my friends. Most of them are my friends. So yeah, that's kind of my training at the moment. I'm really enjoying it. It's just kind of going and doing what I feel like on the day, as long as I'm hitting those standardized movements and getting the strongman work in. I'm pretty happy. So if I feel like doing a certain exercise on the day, I'll go in and do it. So like my leg session last week, I was originally thought, I'll do hack squats today after my squat workout, and I was like, you know what, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do pendulum squat, because the gym had got a new pendulum squat that I hadn't really properly used yet. And then I did it with band tension as well, just because I'm still getting a little bit of hip pain at the moment. Well, I'd say hip, it's upper quad, which happens right in the part of the deep pendulum. And same with the squats, right in the hole and 1 or 2 inches above the hole, and then from there on it's fine. But it doesn't happen in front squats, only in back squats for some reason. Figure that one out. I don't know how to figure that one out. But yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. I was expecting to be a little bit lighter body weight today, because as a gym person, I hope other gym people do this. I know bodybuilders will. But you kind of look at yourself in the mirror and you go, oh, you're looking leaner today. Oh, that's good. So I was looking at myself in the mirror after a shower earlier, and I was like, is that an ab showing through, or what's going on there? Definitely not an ab showing through. I've made this joke for a long time now. I'm pretty sure I have a hernia, abdominal hernia, from a million years ago. I don't know when. And when I get lean enough, you start seeing this little lump, and it looks like an ab because it was right where an ab would be. But I'm far too high at body fat for my abs to actually be showing through. So it's just my hernia just poking its little head through, and it's definitely showing through quite heavily at the moment, which is probably not a good thing. But yeah, I'm pulling up home now. It's quite late, it's 9:30. I kind of took that workout quite slowly. There were a couple other people in the section of the gym that I was working out in, and there was a younger person in there doing some squats, and I was just helping them out, making sure they didn't kill themselves. They actually had very, very good squat technique, but they were wanting to push the weights. So I said, I'll just spot you to make sure you don't die. So yeah, I'm home now. I have Chicken and what do I have? I have chicken and rice for dinner. And some, what veggies do I have? Oh, I have some salad of some sort. Salad in a bag with sauce in the bag, and you mix it all together. Yeah, looking forward to dinner. Thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, let's turn this light on so you guys can see me. Hey, look at me. Look at my bald ass head, man. I'm so bald. I know, like, because I shaved my head, you know, it's like, whatever. But if I grow this out, this gets all really thick around the sides and the back, and then on the top there's just nothing. And I think you can see it. You can see, like, you can see I have hair there, but on top it just looks like skin. Like, I can feel the hair, but it's just few and far between, unfortunately. Old man bald, it's brilliant. I need to shave my head again, so probably do that in the next couple of days. Yeah, if you're enjoying the videos, please like the video, please subscribe, leave a comment on just anything that's popped into your mind, whether it's good or negative. You know, send a comment about how your mental health is, or how your training's going, or how life is going. I always like to hear about, you know, people's achievements, but also what people are struggling with. And, you know, if you are struggling with something, chuck a comment on, and you know, I will hopefully be able to reply and provide some advice, some sage wisdom from myself. I don't think it'll be sage, it'll be probably really shit, but I do help people for a living. I say help people. I think I help people for a living, and that's why I like my job, because I like helping people. But yeah, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. If you didn't like the video, so be it. No, it's not the end of the world. If you don't like my video, it's all good. Leave a hate comment if you want. It's not going to get to me, to be honest with you. This is just something I'm doing for fun. I don't expect to become famous. It would be nice to have, like, maybe 100 subscribers. That'd be cool. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.